rock and roll?
Yeah, we're excited to be on your show.
Okay, it's a pleasure to have you guys, you ladies. Once again, for those who are watching, this is Dona Crowley. I'm the founder of Luxe Fashion Group and also the founder of St. Pete Art and Fashion Week. And I'm Lacey B. Smith. I'm your host for the evening. It's a pleasure having Donna and her four beautiful young ladies flanking her there. And Donna, so you know, Fashion Week is coming up in September 10th to 12th, right?
Right.
Okay. What's new in store for us this year? Anything new we should expect this year?
Well, it's going to
2020?
be different, of course, because of everything that's going on with COVID. So you can expect some changes, of course, there. Our opening night's going to be here at Gina's Warehouse. This is Gina.
Hey there.
So opening night party, red carpet, meet and greet with the models. We are going to do something with, you know, creative masks. So we really encourage people to come out and, you know, have a creative, you know, face accessory, as Raven said earlier, and not just your plain mask. So we're kind of encouraging that. So this is a little different this year. With the fashion show, we're doing 10 designers to celebrate our 10th annual. So.
Okay. Any new hot designer hitting the runway?
Well, they're all amazing. We do have a few. We have Queen Closet this year. We actually have the Fashion Designer Academy. So that's new this year. We're going to be showcasing different students from the school.
Okay, awesome. Awesome. So let me ask you, with all this COVID-19 thing going on, right? Everyone's doing virtually, well, literally doing virtual fashion shows. Why did you decide to stick with the conventional runway show?
Well, we did consider doing the virtual show. I just really believe that this is, you know, this is the better way to do it. I feel like people still want to come out. They still want to see a show. It's a virtual show would be fun, but I think it's something that maybe we might do later on.
And I'll tell you,
add to it.
We really pride ourselves on, you know, when there's situations, kind of getting out there and connecting with people. And the artists and the fashion designers put so much work into it, and the models, so that it's really great for them to be able to share what they've done. And just to give an example, during Irma, we had our show that was right after Irma, where all the electric went out. And we looked at each other, there's no food, there's no water, and I said, should we go with our VIP event? And we said, yes. And ironically, that morning, there was nothing. That morning, all the lights turned on, all the electric went, it was packed. People needed a space to connect again with people.
Yeah. So it's nothing like that personal touch, I guess, you know, right?
Exactly. So that's important, especially right now with everything going on.
Yeah, and as long as they do their social distancing and follow protocol, that's what's important.
We
check
do
the temperature and you walk through the door.
In place. We are actually having 2 show times this year. It's the first time we've ever done that. So another thing we decided to do instead of doing the virtual show was to split it up. So we have social distancing seating, so everyone's going to be separated, and we will have 50% capacity inside, and then a 7 p.m. show and an 8:30 p.m. show, so that we can make sure everybody's.
Yeah, awesome. So so therefore you're catering for the situation, basically.
Right.
Which makes sense. Okay, cool. Yeah. You know, what year is this? Is this year 10?
10th year. 10th year.
What number?
10th.
Oh yeah. Yeah, so I'm saying it's a 10th year. It's been a while. Yep. So let me ask you a question. For all those years doing this event, which is a fabulous event. Also, I've been to all these events, and again, it was a pleasure being on your board for the first couple of years. Also, but what drives you though? What keeps driving you? You know, to just keep doing this.
I just love doing it. I tell people it's kind of like being an artist. Tessa here is an artist, so she can kind of relate. When you're creating a painting, and artists use, you know, their tools, their certain tools, paint and paintbrushes. Well, this is kind of like my way of creating something, creating a painting to kind of relate to that.
Yeah, great. It's a great platform, as a matter of fact. And it doesn't just encompass fashion, it encompasses both fashion and art. Right. So you're creating a platform for artists and also fashion designers. Great. What's your biggest challenge?
Well, right now it's COVID.
Other than COVID.
In general, the biggest challenge every year is making a new, fresh event that people can enjoy that's not the same as last year. So it's just making something different and new every single year is the biggest challenge, I feel.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because, you know, I know doing these events is always a challenge and different aspects, you know, from planning to executing, you know, just getting the right team together and all that stuff. It's hard to, you know, have the right team. And once you have that right team together, it makes things much easier. And I see you have a great team right here with you sitting there. So it's awesome.
And the behind the scenes is crazy, as you know, when you have all those models changing and walking and doing, you know, it looks so calm as they're coming out, but there is craziness back there. That is pretty challenging.
And it's great to have models who know what the heck they're doing too. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Right? Yeah, it makes it sure and smoother.
It
makes for a greater presentation and stuff like that. Okay, awesome. So may I ask you, what advice would you give to all the designers in Tampa Bay right now, where basically they're very frustrated with the growth of the fashion industry in the Bay Area, the level we have reached and stuff like that. A lot of folks are frustrated, especially the designers who I've spoken to. What would you tell them?
You know, I would, first of all, I don't think anyone should be discouraged. I believe
Me neither.
we have a great opportunities here in Tampa Bay area for fashion professionals already. And if we keep doing it, keep pushing, it's going to get better and better. I've been in the industry here for, I don't know, probably 15 years here in Tampa Bay area, and I've seen it grow a lot since I've been here. And I believe it's still growing. So I don't feel like anyone should be discouraged, especially with all the opportunities we have online now with social media and marketing your brand nationally. And no one should feel that way. You know, you're not just marketing to Tampa Bay, you're marketing everywhere. And you do a fashion show, it's live, it's out there for everybody to see. So, you know, you just have to.
Yeah, and I keep telling folks the same thing. I mean, I have the same sentiments. You know, it's like you can't go to New York. New York, everyone wants to go to New York or LA, you know, Miami. It's so crowded, you know what I'm saying? You go there, you get gobbled up, you know?
Right.
You stay here and it's like an open oasis. You build your own brand, you build your own platform here, and you just build your own industry, right?
And you can utilize the tools that we have. We have people here producing fashion shows, so the fashion designers have an opportunity to get out, you know, and get their designs shown on the runway. So you just have to take advantage of it.
So you have every year you have a fashion week and you have all the great events. I mean, you have some beautiful events. As a matter of fact, I mean, I've been to all your events. In selecting the models for every year, what's your criteria for picking your models?
The criteria for models. Well, we do a casting every year. This year was the first year we actually did a virtual casting, and it worked out very well. So we had models send in videos of their walk. That helped us determine, you know, based on how they walk and their experience. They're required to have a minimum of 2 years experience and be 5'6" in height. That's what our height is. And of course, we have all different sizes because we do have plus size models as well.
Yeah, very much so. Very diverse.
Those are the, you know.
Oh yeah, I mean, you got to give everyone
requirements, but of course we have a panel that judges all the models and chooses. Their walk has a lot to do with it. Their stage presence.
Yeah, it makes sense. That's important. That walk,
yes.
always
Exactly.
see the deal, right?
Definitely.
And models. Now, let me ask you a question. So, what are you looking forward to for this show? Each of you.
I'm looking forward to the new designers and seeing the new fashion this year.
Okay.
Can you hear?
Next.
I'm looking forward to just showing off the brands that I'm presented in and just giving them a good look represented by me. And that's just the most important part to me, is just, you know, showing me through them. That's the biggest thing.
Awesome.
So
I'm excited for the opportunity for all of the designers, the makeup artists, the hair artists, everyone to show their talent at the same time, as well as the community actually coming together and getting to be involved as well.
I'm looking forward to seeing each of you on the runway.
Yes.
We get really close during this, you know.
So Donna, let me ask you, I mean, this is more like a conversation for me. You know, it's not really like an interview. We're just conversing. You know, fashion is always changing, right? It's changing every year. It's changing the way it's presented. Designers are changing the way they present their brands and stuff like that. What do you as an event producer of these fabulous fashion events, what do you plan to adopt to these ongoing changes?
are you referring to as a fashion show producer or for a brand, for,
As a producer. Mm-hmm.
as a producer, how to adapt to the changes with the
Yeah, 'cause
fashion
it does change. Mm-hmm.
brands. It does change a lot. And, you know, just just the internet and everything that's going on, we just have to keep up to date. Like you taught me how to use Instagram Live. So, so with that, you know, I just have to, you know,
Wait, this is on Instagram Live?
yeah, this is Instagram Live. So, thanks to people like you, now I can use this platform as well to present. But I think, you know, you just have to stay in touch with everything that's going on and keep yourself up to date, do the research, learn how to use the tools. So
It comes to education also. You know, you have to do a lot of research and educate yourself and stay ahead of the trends. You know, trends. I mean, I'm not really a trendy person, believing in like trends, because trends come and go, right? You know what I'm saying? They come today, you have a trend, tomorrow it's gone. You know what I'm saying? I believe in fashion itself. Keeping it stable and just showing. I believe in quality. You know what I'm saying? That's my thing, and that's just observing your events. That's exactly what you present every time. It's
And every year,
high quality
Donna
production.
takes it. And every year Donna takes it. We almost like the biggest bars that we push, right, is our own. Because the last year we're like, all right, that was amazing because that was amazing. But
Exactly.
we're going to make it even higher. So our own expectations go higher and higher and higher.
Always keep raising the bar.
Yes.
exactly.
Yep, raise the bar. So, you know, like in Tampa Bay, right, the Bay Area, I mean, I always ask folks in fashion, what needs to change to facilitate the growth? Because we all want growth, right, for fashion in Bay Area. And I think we've grown a long way from when I came here in 2004 until now. I mean, it's like night and day, right, in terms of what we're doing right now. But what else needs to be done to make this growth even greater in the future?
Well, we can't give up hope, that's for sure. We all have to keep trying. We have to keep going to shows. We have to show support for other people in the industry. She's backing up a little bit so we can see more of us. So I hope you can still hear me. So, you know, we have to continue to show support for the designers, for ourselves, fashion show supporters, producers, and just keep growing, keep doing it, you know. So.
I agree. Totally agree with you. It's all about providing a support system for these artists and designers. To me, you know, everyone, even the models make the show. People need to understand that models make the show because they're the ones going to be selling these garments on the runway, all these brands, and we have to find a support system that's positive for all these folks, from the designer, the model, the artist, and that's what I basically believe in. And that's why I like your response to that. Very, you know, positive. Yeah. So when is tell folks about Fashion Week and stuff coming up, and all the other events you have going on, and what they should expect and stuff like that.
So we're kicking off with our opening night soiree. We did shorten the week because of COVID. So we have 2 events that we're doing, which is our VIP opening night party, which is here at Gina's Warehouse. And that's going to be your red carpet. All the models will be out, the fashion designers will be out, other industry professionals. So it's your opportunity to come out and network. And then our main event and runway fashion show is going to be on September 12th, and that's at the Center for Clay. And that's going to be right down the street from here at the old train station. So it's a really cool space. We're going to have live artists there. And like I said earlier, we have 10 fashion brands this year. It's going to be the largest show we've ever done. So we're really excited about that.
And what do you have after that? I mean, you know, you have other events also.
My last event of the year will be Cars and Couture. We haven't set in stone the date yet because we're still kind of up and down to see what's going to happen with the virus. Mm-hmm. But most likely, if we do it, it will be in November or January. So we are making a decision on that probably here in the next couple of weeks. Okay. That's one of the largest fashion events that I do.
Yeah, I know. I was there last year.
Yeah.
It was awesome at the mansion.
Right. Yeah.
Yep. So, you know, you produce all these great events down there, beautiful events. I'm serious. I mean, I know from when you started back, your first event back, and they've all grown beautifully and exponentially, and all provide a great platform. I mean, and I know there's something in you that drives you that you said before, but I mean, got to be that one thing that just drives you to just keep doing, just do this. That one word.
just love doing it. I think it's the feeling I get when it's complete. I worked so hard to create it, and then to see everybody show up and have such a great time, and then afterwards give me feedback and say thank you and say I had an awesome time, like that's just enough for me. So
Passion.
it's a feel-good job.
Yeah, you got a great passion for it. That's what I'm,
Right.
yeah. Mm. And you also incorporate a lot of art in your in all your events, like you artists on the runway, artists in display, stuff like that. I mean, how do you see wearable art in not just in Tampa Bay, say in the next 10 years?
Now, are you speaking of wearable art on the runway or wearable art that we wear every day?
Just wearable art overall, on the runway and wearable art as itself being developed.
Okay, well, as far as wearable art on the runway, I see that developing a great deal. We've already come so far in the Tampa Bay area as far as people creating those unique pieces for the runway. As far as wearable arts, everyday clothing, I haven't seen too much going on lately with that, but I think with the t-shirts, we're seeing a lot of creativity. I have run into some designers that are creating some really unique t-shirt pieces, and I feel like we've kind of gone in that direction where we've added those garments even to a business look or a dressy look where you have the creative t-shirt with the dress pants or the skirt. So I think that's kind of where it's headed, but as far as far future, I think we're going to see a lot of change, Yeah,
and within St. Pete Art and Fashion Week, I mean, what's your plan basically for artists? I mean, I know you have great plans for designers and it's a platform for designers, but you also include a lot of artists and art in your events. I mean, how do you intend to grow that aspect of it?
I intend to grow the art and fashion together, and I don't want to give away too much because after the 10th year, I'm changing things quite a bit next year, so I don't want to give it away too much. But I feel like the direction I'm going is to add more art than we already have now. So it's more of an equal part, if not more.
Yeah.
We have a lot of great artists in St. Pete, so I feel like
art. Yes, art is fashion, and fashion is art, huh? Right?
Right, exactly.
Great. In one word, how do you see the fashion industry in Tampa Bay? How do you see it, and how would you describe it right now, and how do you see it in another 10 years or so from now?
I would see it evolving. I think it really weighs heavily on the fashion designers as well as the producers. We have very few fashion show producers here in Tampa Bay that are creating this platform, but the brands need to be able to take advantage of that and also have some kind of direction on where to go. We have a lot of boutique buyers. We don't have any high department store buyers here in Tampa Bay, so we have to rely on our smaller boutiques, but we have so many. And then with online, you have an opportunity to sell your brand everywhere all over the world. So I really feel like we have a lot of, I don't know how to say that.
Room for growth.
I have faith and I have hope. I know that it's going to evolve into something even better 10 years from now. It's going to be great.
Yeah, we have a lot of room for growth. Yeah.
Like individuality and how you could express yourself. I see that really coming out strongly, and that's pretty exciting. And here in St. Pete, they're so open, to different designs and ideas. It's only going to go up.
Yeah, I think Tampa has so much talent in every aspect in terms of models. A lot of great models here, designers, a lot of great talents here. Artists, if you Google artists in Tampa Bay, you get over 1,500 responses. It's like a lot of talent here in all those arenas. Just have to basically just find the platforms for them to grow. You know what I mean? And that's what they need basically. To me, that's my vision. That's what I see. They need that platform, and you provide various platforms for these people. And it's kudos to you on that. Seriously, you do a great job. Just I say Donna again. Okay, let me go support Donna. No, and it's always great to come to your event and support you. And they're always well put together. They're always classy. Saying that's a key word. They're always classy. I mean, so.
Appreciate that.
We all grow. We all have grown over the years doing these things. We all make mistakes. But once we grow from them, that's what's important. And you're growing exponentially in doing these things, and they've gotten so much better over the years. And just great events, man. You know, yeah. So tell us how to get tickets and stuff for your Fashion Week coming up.
All right, so one more thing I want to say though is that, you know, this industry relies heavily on consumers and people who come out and show support. So please, please go, you know, purchase a ticket. It's not just about, you know, making money or raising money for charity. It's also about supporting the artists and the designers, I would say, and the models. It's the biggest part of this. So you can get tickets online at stpeteartfashionweek.com, or you can go to our main website, which is luxefashionGroup.com. We have all of our events on there, everything that's coming up, all of our past events. So yeah, we would greatly appreciate it if people would come out and support everybody in the industry.
I'll be there.
Great.
So tell me, anything else you want to tell? You want to let folks know? I mean, just let them know about your brands, Fashion Week, Crossing Couture, Jeep Fest, all those fabulous events you do. I mean, let them know.
We have a lot of great events, and I'm looking forward to 2021 to change some things up. It's also our 10th annual for Cars and Couture. So whether it's going to happen this year or the beginning of next year, we'll have a 10th annual for that as well, and then see big changes with that following. So
Awesome. You know, Donna, you know, I want to say thank you for being here, you know, on our live, the Fashion Roundtable, and you four beautiful ladies. 4 or 5? 5? Well, see, 5 now. I saw 4 before. One just arrived too long ago.
Looking forward to seeing you at the show.
Beautiful ladies, you know, for also joining Donna today on the Fashion Roundtable. It's a platform we have here for, you know, models, designers, artists, influencers, and stylists, anyone in the fashion and art industry. Today we had Dona Crowley, you know, as we said before, she's the CEO of Luxe Fashion Group and the founder of St. Pete Art and Fashion Week. I'm proud of her, and I'm proud to have had her on today. And I want to wish you success with Fashion Week coming up on the September 10th to 12th. Don't forget, people, 10th to the 12th. And support, go to stpeteartfashionweek.com to get your tickets from the website, and also follow them on Facebook and IG, right? Anything else?
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
And any last thoughts? You good?
See you at the show.
Okay. See you at the show. Have a great one, ladies. And I'll see you later.
Bye.
Bye-bye.